O Great Spirit, Namaste. Saints and sages of all times, of all places, Namaste. O ye pathmakers of old, Namaste. Ancestors of our bloodlines, ancestors of all of the lineages to whom we attune, Namaste. O ye beings of the air, the earth, fire, water, ether, Namaste. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, most precious Ishta, Namaste. Be with us, bless us. May we see clearly, may we hear clearly, may we be uplifted, that we might know that which needs to be done to gain the courage we need as we walk the path to our own enlightenment. Om Saha Navavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navadidam Astu Ma Vidvishavahai. May there be peace and ease in the communication between us at this moment and always. Namaste Ji. Welcome. Welcome to my heart. Welcome to our Sangha. Once upon a yogi time, there was a man who was searching for the keys, the doorway to the kingdom of Jupiter, the kingdom of the Lord. From the time he was little, he collected information. He collected everything he thought he needed to gain the entrance to the kingdom of the Lord. He studied, he talked to people, he journeyed from hither and yon. All he wanted was to become intimate with the divine. All he wanted. He sought and sought and sought an understanding of the divine and an intimacy with the divine. One day, the moment came, and he finds himself in his journeys at a doorway. This is it. This is it. This is the doorway that I've been looking for all of these years. But standing next to the doorway was a guardian, a keeper of the door, keeper of the gate, if you will. Not in front of, but next to. Man says, I want to go in. I want to see the Lord. I'd like to go in. I want to become intimate with the divine. I want to understand the nature of life. That's good. Good thinking. But first, you must get by me. I'm the gatekeeper. Okay, that's fine. And the man peeks through the doorway and he sees light. But the gatekeeper is right there, not blocking the doorway, just there. Well, All right. Here, how about if I give you this? Sure, I'll take that. But that's not going to get you in the doorway at this time. The gatekeeper pulls up a chair for the man. Says, here, you can sit here. And they talk. The gatekeeper asks him all kinds of questions. They talk and they talk and they talk. Sun goes down, sun rises, sun goes down, sun rises. And every sunrise, the man gives the gatekeeper something else. Is this the moment? Can I go in now? Not this moment. But I'm taking your gifts because I don't want you to feel that you've left anything out. I don't want you to feel that you failed in your attempt because you forgot something. Every once in a while, the man would peer in and he'd see the light. If only he could walk through that doorway. And every time he approached, the man sitting on the left said, you know, I'm not the worst of the gatekeepers. In there are more, and they are harsher than I am. You better stay here. And the man went back to his chair, and he stayed. And this went on for days. And the days turned to weeks, and the weeks turned to months, the months turned to years. And the man gave everything he had to the doorkeeper. Everything. Everything he could imagine he had, he gave. And every time the doorkeeper said very, very nicely, well, I'm taking this as a favor to you, so you won't feel that you failed. And every once in a while, the light would shine really brightly, and the man would lean his head in. Never stopped. No one ever stopped him. The gatekeeper never stopped him. He leaned his head in, and then, the gatekeeper is there. This went on till one day, many breaths later, the man was frail, could not move any longer, had given just about the last of his energy, his life resources to the gatekeeper. And he said to him, why is it in all this time nobody else has come here? Nobody else is trying to get in to see the Lord. Nobody else is trying to get into this kingdom. Why? Well, this door was opened just for you, for this lifetime. Just for you, for this lifetime. And now it's closed. With that, the man took his last breath, and the doorkeeper shut the door. Walked away, shaking his head. And he runs into the Lord. Well, how did he do? The Lord asked. Oh, you know, he never had the courage to step through the door. He peered, he saw your light, but he never had the courage to step through. Did you ever block the door, my son? No, my Lord, I did exactly what you said. I took everything he offered. I told him that there might be others that would block his way, but I never blocked his way. He just was not able to take the step to enter the kingdom, to enter the land of goodness, to enter the land of balanced self-awareness, to enter the land of unselfish love, to attain that intimacy with you, the divine. And the Lord shook his head and said, well, we'll try with him again next time. We'll be here. Oh, what a sad story. What a powerful story. For the man had worked his whole life for that which he really sought, he really wanted. And he gets to the door. The door is wide open, my beloved, wide open. No gate, no locks. The light is shining through. It is wide open. And there's a guardian there saying, well, you know, you have to pass by me to get through. Not once in all those years did the man say, may I go through? Or thank you, I think I'll enter. Or how do I get through? What do I do? Help me. Tell me your name, doorkeeper, so that I might pass through this doorway. Not once. He kept trying to bribe the doorkeeper, bribing him with one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. Not once did he simply say, please tell me how to get through this doorway. And so he stood on the precipice of enlightenment. He stood on the precipice of the unity with the divine for all those years. Nothing stopping him. No one stopping him. But the approval that he was seeking from the guardian of the gate, the guardian of the doorway. All he had to do in all those years was say, you know, well, thank you, I'm going to give it a shot. Or, help me. Every time he approached the guardian, he made an error. He tried to bribe him. He bribed him. How, if I give you this, will you let me through? No, not at this moment. But I'll take your gift. But not at this moment. You can't go through. He never said, at what moment? What do I need to do? How do I need to get through this gate? Now, in your life, in my life, this is the nature of the human mind. What do we want? What do you want from your life? What is it that you are seeking? That you are not able to draw into your life because you are waiting for the approval of someone else. You're waiting for their approval. They're not blocking your way. They're not saying no. They're saying you have to get by me. And they're not blocking the door. Walk by me. And the mind says, well, how can I walk by you without your approval? How can I walk by you without your saying, it's okay, you can go through? Yes, I'll help you. Now, there's two sides to this coin, two sides to every story. How many people come to you in your life? How many people come to you on a regular basis and have come to you over and over and over again in your life, seeking your approval? And instead of giving them your approval for their dreams, instead of giving them your approval to seek that which they wish, instead of giving them your support, well, I'm not really sure this is the right thing for you to do at this time, or, gosh, that's a strange dream. What are you thinking anyway? We need two things in life. Two things regarding approval. Number one, we need to cease criticizing others. And stop criticizing this. Stop it. Destroy not the dream of another. Destroy not the dream of another. Destroy not the dream of another. One of my beloved disciples decided a few years back, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, that she wanted to raise chickens. And she was so excited telling me about it. And my mind thought, wow, you want to raise chickens? And then I thought to myself, nitty, nitty, nitty. And I said, that's a great idea. You've got plenty of land. It sounds like it'll be fun. It sounds like it'll be wonderful. And now she has a lot of chickens and a lot of eggs, and her family is all helping with the chickens and the eggs. But raising chickens is not anything I would ever dream of doing. It was not my dream. So, what was the key? The key was to be able to say, that's great. That sounds like a wonderful dream. I'm sure you'll do the best. I'm sure you'll. And then she proceeded to talk about the different kinds of chickens and the feed and all these other wonderful things that she wanted to create, and she has created. But what would have happened if I had said, oh, that seems rather foolish? We must, whatever thought arises in your mind when someone tells you their dream, be supportive of their dream. Be supportive of their dream. Be supportive of their dream. It doesn't matter what it is. Be supportive of their dream. Let go of your criticism. Let go of your judgmentalness. Now, somebody else's child came to them and said, I learn a lot from my disciples. Somebody else's child came to them and said, I've got a great idea, Mom. I want to invest in this company, and I know it's going to have a great return, XYZ. It's going to be great. I know it's going to be wonderful. Would you lend me some large amount of money, like, $50,000? I know it wasn't $50,000, but it was a lot of money, all right? Enough that the mom would have had to take money out of savings, etc. Would you lend me this for my investment? Now what happens? The mom says, in her mind, this doesn't seem very wise. But if I say no, what is my son going to think of me? So what did she do? What I think is just brilliant. She went back and meditated, and she came back and said, well, I think that's a wonderful idea, son. I think it's absolutely wonderful. When you have saved up the money to invest in that company, you will feel so good in following your dream. I think it's a wonderful idea. When you have worked and saved up the money, then will be the time for you to invest. And of course, the boy was disappointed. The young man was very disappointed because he wanted the shortcut. But what did she do? She got over her fear of disappointing the other. She encouraged him. She didn't criticize, she encouraged him. She said, great idea. It doesn't matter what she thought of the idea. And I don't know what she thought of the idea. I knew she didn't want to invest in it. But saying, great idea. When you have worked and save the money, then it'll be a wonderful time, wonderful thing for you to do. Now, both of these are the opposite sides of the coin, if you will, with the need for approval. Remember, there was nothing blocking the man from getting in except thinking the right thought. Thinking the thought that was going to allow him to walk through that doorway. That's the only thing that blocked him. All those years, he kept thinking, well, if I bribe, I'm going to get past. And the guardian kept saying, well, there are others harsher than me. I'm taking your gifts, so you won't think that there's anything you failed to do. But ultimately, he failed. He failed to walk through the door. He failed to have the courage to say, namaste, I'm going anyway. Never once tried to walk by the guardian. Never once. It was just words, my beloved. Do you see? The guardian said, well, you have to get by me first. As he stood on the side and never blocked the doorway. I gave you examples. The need for approval of others. We must put that aside, because that need for approval of others will stop you from taking the final steps on your spiritual path. The feeling that, if I meditate too much, I'm going to change. And I'm going to change so much that they're not going to like me. They won't accept me anymore because I'll be so different. It's probably true. That's probably true. Meditate too much and they'll come into your house and they'll leave quickly because it's too peaceful. Or they won't come because they feel that it's too peaceful. We cannot have the approval of everyone in the world for that which we are seeking. You won't have the approval of everyone. So you must let go of that need for their approval. But, you must also let go of your need to approve of everyone else, to approve of what they're wearing, to approve of the color of their hair, to approve of the car that they drive, to approve of the house they live in, to approve of their language, the way they speak, the way they express themselves, to approve of their opinions. Let go of all of that. And it is not easy sometimes to do that when you see your own opinions as being like this and you see the other opinions as being right here, just opposite of everything that you value, right here. No. Let go of that. Let go. So there must be a way to a Kriya for this, something that one can do that is helpful to letting go. Well, there is. You begin with an affirmation. Free them from all limitations. Free them from all limitations. Free them from all limitations. Free me from all limitations that I might be of service to all life forms. Free me from all limitations that I might be of service to all life forms. Free me from all limitations that I might be of service to all life forms. What are the limitations? The thoughts that you think, the opinions that you hold, your beliefs about yourself and your capacity. Someone said to me a few months back, someone I have a great deal of respect for, we were talking about prayer, and she said, well, I don't pray because I'm not worthy to pray for X, Y, and Z. Pardon me? No, I'm not worthy to pray for them. My prayers aren't worth anything. Now, that's an error. It's an error in thinking. A big error in thinking. You are worthy. Why would you ever think that you are not worthy to pray for another? That you are not worthy to send a positive thought into life for another? And as Sri Shelleyji would say, all right, if you're not worthy, do it anyway. Do it anyway. You are worthy. Do not let these thoughts that rise in your mind stop you. You know, it's the need for approval, not only the need for approval of the other, but in the case of this soul, the need for her own approval. She's saying, no, I'm not worthy, I can't do this. Neti, neti, neti. I'm not this thought, I'm not the thought thinking this thought, I'm not thought. We must eradicate, neutralize, eliminate those thoughts. It does not mean that they will never reoccur, but it means when they occur again, or again and again and again, depending upon the circumstances, that you have a practice in which you can say, neti, neti, neti. It's all right. Yes, of course, I can say, may all be calm. May all be peace-filled. May all be bliss-filled. May all be goodness. And if your mind says, well, you've got a heck of a lot of nerve saying that, look at what the state of the world is like. How could you think that your prayer is going to neti, neti, neti? No. Be gone wherever you are coming from. When you see in front of you another soul who you consider your enemy, they're not your enemy. They're just someone who has an opinion that's different than yours. It's just a thought that's risen in their mind that's different than yours. Maybe they've done some horrific things in their lives according to your standards. And I'm sure that we've all done horrific things in our lives, in our thoughts, in our words, and sometimes in our deeds. It's all right. Bless them. On the path to enlightenment, may you be mentally happy. May you be physically happy. May you be safe. May you have ease of well-being. Now, of course, what happens when you do this first for your enemy, or someone you don't like, if you prefer that phrase, the mind thinks, well, if they're happy, I'm unhappy. If they're good, I'm not. It's an error in thinking. You just say, neti, 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 let it go, let it go, let it go. And so the key, as the Shin Ming says, the beautiful Shin Ming, the great way is not difficult for those not attached to preferences. It doesn't say that you don't have preferences. It says you are not attached to your preferences. When neither love nor hate arises, all is clear and undisguised. If you wish to know the reality, the truth, if you wish to be one with the divine, if you wish to be one with life, hold no opinions for or against anything. Now hear this beautiful, beautiful phrase. To set up what you like against what you dislike is a disease of the mind. A disease of the mind. It is due to our grasping and rejecting that we do not know the true nature of things. Become serene and at one with things, and erroneous views will disappear by themselves. What would have happened to the man who worked so hard to come to the doorway, to that which he sought his whole life? He was so close he could see the light shining through. And he had one last obstacle. One obstacle. He could not step across the threshold to unending bliss. He could not step across the threshold to divine bliss. What is it that you are stopping yourself from doing? Some of you are stopping yourself from becoming happy, from becoming content. You are allowing yourself to be seized, if you will, allowing yourself to be seized with thoughts which are confining, which are not helpful. Let go of that, my beloved. Let go of that. Let go of the need for approval. Use those affirmations. Use the affirmations. Watch the thoughts that rise and fall in the mind and say, And then ask yourself, and whose approval do I need now? Whose approval am I seeking now? How? For women in particular, this is a practice that's often helpful, but it's very important. Women often women will tell each other, "Oh, that's a great blouse you have on," or, "Oh, I really like your hair, I like your new glasses," or, "That's a nice shawl that you're wearing." And the tendency is to say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you," which just builds the ego up. You're just getting the approval of others. You build the ego up. So you take the practice for anyone, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, Thank you. Yes, isn't that? Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? It's quite pretty. I also like it. You neutralize it. You don't say thank you. You say, yes, that's a nice object, isn't it? Yes, I know the glasses. They're very good. I really like those glasses also. Not possessing, but simply saying, yes, that's very kind of you to notice. That's very kind of you to mention that to me. It's very gracious of you to say that. Do you see? Kind, gracious. It's not like, well, no. You're letting go of that. We must go through our lives daily and let go of the need for approval of others. And. Let go of the need to approve of what others are doing. Let them be free, and you will be free also. I would like to share a meditation with you this afternoon, and also some prayers, if you will. Today the moon is in Aries, the sign of the zodiac that is I am. So it's interesting that we're sharing this meditation today. And that moon is conjunct Mars, which is a lot of energy and can be strong fighting energy. But it is not a time for fighting. It is a time to use that energy for self-discipline, to use the energy to say, what is this? This I. There is no I. Rub, rub, rub. No mind, no mirror. What then is this? What then is this, my beloved? Let us turn inward and meditate together. Sitting with your spine erect, placing your hands in the Om Mudra. Turn your head to the left, exhaling twice. Bring your head back to the center to begin to watch the breath. Use the sipping breath, pull the energy from the limbs to the trunk, from the trunk to the spinal column, from the base of the spine to the sun center. Move that energy as a golden ball of light out in front of you. Expand that light and sweeping around to the left. Encase your entire being in the golden light. And do this 3 times. And now expand that golden light and ascend upward. Ascend above the room you're in, above the building, above the continent, ascend to the high place of meditation. Call upon your chosen form of the divine. Call upon your Ishtadevata to join with you. In front of you, you see a mountain. Gazing upward, halfway up the mountain, you can see a shrine in the distance. Enter the path leading up to the shrine. Ascend. Ascend through the forest. Ascend. Ascend through the meadow. ascend on the path. The light radiates forth from the clearing. O ye powers that be, pour forth thy blessings upon this shrine, that as we enter, the healing light of the shrine will pour upon each soul. Entering the shrine, draw to the back, to the pool of light, the waterfall of light. Standing under the waterfall of light, feel it pouring upon your crown center. Te Be Tsu De Baya. Filling every cell of your being with light. Te Be Tsu De Baya. Healing, strengthening, vivifying. Te Be Tsu De Baya. 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 As the light pours over you and through you, all of the difficult karmas dissolve away. Let them go. Your body is filled with light. Bringing you all that you need. Te Be Tsu De Baya. Filled with the light, walk forth from the waterfall. Feel yourself cleansed anew, levitating slightly as you walk. Leaving the shrine, your Ishtadevatas is with you. You return to the high place of meditation. Let us join together, focusing energy at the sun center. You and your Ishta and you. Each of us with our Ishtas. O ye powers that be, join with us as we send forth our meditative prayer, that all of those souls who are in need upon the earth be blessed. Thou knowest better than we that which is needed. We ask thee at this moment, send forth thy blessings swiftly, surely, and most harmoniously. There are those upon the earth who are living with housing insecurity, water insecurity, food insecurity, health insecurity, financial insecurity, who are living with loneliness, who are living with the emotion of fear, who are living with anger, who are living with cruelty. O ye powers that be, soften, soften, soften this karma. Holding your attention at your sun center, the point between your eyes, as we chant the Om Shanti mantra, feel the golden rings of light pour down upon the earth, over the earth, upon the earth, within the earth, sending forth your blessings to all of those in need, sending forth our blessings to all of those in need. Let us begin. Om Shanti. 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 Again, focusing the attention. Feel the golden rings of light. Again, Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. 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 And let us chant the Om mantra 3 times, radiating forth that blessing upon the earth, over the earth, around the earth, through the earth, that the great blessing of Om will send forth healing light to Mother Gaia and all of those living upon her. around her and within her. And now at this time, add whichever prayer you wish to add. And let us send forth our blessing with that Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And 2 more times. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Aham Brahmasmi. Thou art the creative principle. Step through the doorway, my beloved. When the door opens for you and you see the light, let go of the fears of the mind and step through to your immortality, to your bliss, to your enlightenment. Disturb not the dream of another, that your dream not be disturbed. Be thou blessed, be thou blessed, be thou triply blessed. Be an ever greater blessing unto all of those who enter your aura. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaskar. I thank you for the blessing of your presence, for your yoga city, for your spiritual energies. It is good to see you all. Namaste.